What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got an update coming on the district attorney over in Fulton County, Georgia, Miss Fani Willis, the crooked district attorney who has been, unlawfully coming after Trump, guys. And not only has she been doing that, but in the background, she's been abusing and misusing taxpayer funds to go on lavish trips, guys. We got an update coming from Fox News. We got them straightening Miss Fani Willis live for her cheating, exposing her live on air, guys. I think she may be done after what Fox News has just uncovered. Excited to get into this update. So I'm going to jump straight into it and I'll get my thoughts on the back end of the video, guys. Definitely stick around to the end so you guys get my thoughts on the back end. And also, so the YouTube pushes this video out, definitely stick around until the end for your boy. But yo, let's get straight into it, y'all. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Fani Willis gets completely shredded by a former prosecutor who actually has some court experience, Andrew McCarthy, who is one of my favorite thinkers on law. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where all the happy patriots are. And Fani Willis is neither happy nor is she a patriot. So let's go.
Well, an evidentiary hearing is scheduled to begin on Thursday, and we could see Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis testify in her own defense.
Please, we're hoping she has to testify because then I'll get new thumbnail material. The reason why this is so sweet is because when she started this whole court case, she is the one who pushed to have it televised, because she thought it was going to be all about her all-star career looking good as they march in Trump and embarrass him and make him look bad. And it was Trump, the defense, that were trying to say, are you sure you have to put this on TV? And she was like hoping for ratings, hoping to get her career established. And now she's going on TV and they'll be showing it live of her testifying in court, defending herself. This is Andy McCarthy. He's a former federal prosecutor. I've followed him for years. He's brilliant. I'm surprised he's on Fox News. If Fani Willis does get disqualified, who gets this case? Does it go away? Does it go to a subordinate in her office? Does it go to someone else? What happens? Andy McCarthy would know.
Well, it depends, Ainsley, on whether you make the leap from there needs to be a disqualification to that the disqualification may somehow have corrupted the fundamental or instigation of the investigation and the case.
But as far as I understand it, it's about the instigation of the case. Is that what is the disqualifier? That is, did she take up the case to get money? Because it wouldn't be enough if it was just that she had an affair.
If they can get to that point, they have a chance to get the indictment dismissed. That's a heavy lift.
So it's going to be much harder to prove that she actually got involved in the case to make the money. This is why they have to get the emails. They have to subpoena everything that she's got, all of her communications, including with the White House, because that's where you start finding, in discovery, that's where you find all that motive stuff.
So probably the case goes to subordinate prosecutors in the office. It's important to remember she's already disqualified from prosecuting one person in the case because of ethical violations during the investigation. So this isn't her first rodeo.
Okay, so if it goes to a subordinate prosecutor in her office, we probably know how they feel about this. Would it delay? Would this happen after the election?
Yeah, well, it's hard to make any assessment of that because there's no trial date here.
How can you know if it's going to be moved when they haven't set the court date yet? That's how screwed up this one is because of Fani Willis. Before they could ever get to a court date, it's already unraveled. So there's not even a court date to argue over.
They still haven't had the major motions in the case. 4 people have pled guilty, but they've pled guilty to very minor charges. And I think that underscores what a lot of us have been saying from the beginning, which is that this case should have been brought, if at all, as a series of small cases. And she tried to wrap it into this big RICO.
She wanted the big show and the big spectacle. And they thought that all of these 18 defendants would all turn and flip. Let's say more than 4. There's 4 of them that flipped now. If they could have gotten 16 of them to turn, they'd have gotten all of their email messages and all of their cooperation, and they didn't cooperate. So most of them did not help Fani.
And now the allegation is, did she do that in order to churn the enterprise of bringing this case so that it would generate more money, since she, this is the allegation, was indirectly the recipient of the money through the people she hired?
That gives another reason. You go like, well, why would she bring in 18 defendants? She would go, well, she needed to bring, her and her buddy Nathan had to charge for hours to go through all 18 defendants that would rack up all their legal fees, and she would benefit more. So it goes to point a little bit to motive where it could show that she was corrupt.
Okay, what about Donald Trump asking the Supreme Court to intervene? He's claiming absolute immunity.
Yeah, well, I think that, you know, the interesting thing here is it was very foolish for the prosecutor, Jack Smith, to try to bypass the normal appellate process as he did weeks ago.
These are Democrats making errors because they pushed their politics. They were so lusty and so desperate that even Jack Smith was pushing so hard that he ended up burning himself. That's what all these stories are about. Democrats that end up exposing their weak hands, because politics makes you act different than when you're pursuing the truth or law or sound doctrine. You start acting nuts.
When he asked the Supreme Court to take this case before the D.C. Circuit could hear it, because now he's in the position of going back to the Supreme Court and saying, never mind, you don't need to weigh in here because I'm very happy with the decision I got from the D.C. Circuit. So they may find that a bit odd.
A bit odd, or a bit political.
Otherwise, you know, I think the court is going to be reluctant to take this case.
But even if they don't take it, they're saying, look, this stuff is political. It doesn't belong in a court.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. Definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those of you who want to go over there, check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug some love. There we have it, guys. Andy McCarthy, former federal prosecutor, with a very brilliant breakdown on what's going on with Fani Willis, how she has landed herself in the position she's in the first place. She, you know, brought about and lumped all these charges together, all these individuals, 18 co-defendants, Trump and the 18 co-defendants for the racketeering case, when they should have all been, you know, little charges individually. She wanted to lump it together so that she could get mass coverage and also a lot of time on the case, guys. This was all very calculated. Don't let them fool you, guys. Once Fani Willis was put in task with this job by the Biden administration, guys, she took it upon herself that she was going to pull someone else in there and find a way that she could get some money also, because we already know how crooked and corrupt Fani Willis is and has been inside of that district attorney spot. All we need now, guys, is that missing link. We need some documents, message or something proven where Fani Willis is saying that, hey, we're going to get a lot of money behind this if we can take Trump down. We bring Trump up on these charges. We all know there's that message somewhere out there. We just have to do some digging where Fani Willis is high up on her high horse saying about how her and her boyfriend are getting away with all of this money that they have been laundering through taxpayer funds and grants in order to come about and bring these charges on Trump, guys. This is all a political and personal heist. We're seeing a very lousy con artist. Miss Fani Willis is a grift, the biggest grift I've seen in a while as a district attorney. It's so clear that the only reason she has brought about these charges on Trump is for political and personal interest. She's trying to gain wealth and fame in the public eye, guys. She knows that, you know, once she brought about this large scale, this is one of the biggest cases that was coming about against Trump. None of the other cases really had such, you know, weight or gravity. This is the case, let's not forget, where Trump had to take the infamous mugshot. So Fani Willis knew the magnitude of what she was getting herself into. We just need to find that missing link, guys, that, you know, proves her and Nathan Wade chatted it up, where she got too comfortable and said, hey, we're gonna make a lot of money behind this. We're gonna get big bucks rolling in behind this and be rolling in the dough. We're gonna find that text somewhere in the discovery, guys, and I'm excited to see. That's going to be when Fani Willis is done for good. She's going to get plucked out of that seat on top of her head, guys. And not only that, but she's going to get removed from this case. Won't be able to be a district attorney ever again based off her actions, and rightfully so. We've seen it with Letitia James in New York and that corrupt judge, Arthur Ingram. We've seen it with Jack Smith. Now we're seeing it again with Fani Willis. And one thing that's, you know, been common amongst them all is they come after Trump, but they never get what they want or what they're expecting to get. It's always a massive backfire and self-own on them. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this one. We had a former federal prosecutor breaking this one down for us, coming from Fox News, letting us know exactly how Fani Willis got herself into this situation. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. And also share this video out to as many friends as possible. Hit that share button. Share it to Facebook, guys. Share it to as many friends. Also, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.